Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Prime. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. There's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. Brings him to the open. Pushed through behind his pad. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48. And this offense is rolling. To throw, it's Dyer. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having the punt. They're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Fullback's got it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. on fourth down, trying to find his man. With the catch, it's Pride. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Dogs want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Prime. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Georgia going back to work with another first down. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wants to go up top. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Pocket breaking down. Takes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more...
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. The give to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Run it with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the right side. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Turning it up. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Gets it to the back. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Again, And this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. It's a draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This should be the last play of the quarter. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off play action. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Canes racing to the line in a hurry up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Trying to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bulldogs are at the line, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Dogs are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on.
Breaks the tackle, and continues to fight for yards. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great. But we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to keep it in the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Canes will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rolling right and going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's on target and complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to